online lecture series for Experimental Techniques in Physics Part 2. This is 4th semester subject with the code PSUD 234. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the fundamental concepts required to understand the experimental techniques. Right? In that techniques, we first discuss the electromagnetic spectrum. Right? In the electromagnetic spectrum, there are different regions like gamma rays, X-rays, visibles, infrared, microwaves, and radios. For each region, we are going to discuss the different techniques used for that different regions. And next, we discuss how to characterize the material. For material characterization in physics, we use different types of techniques. Some of that techniques we discuss in this subject. Out of which, the most common techniques are X-ray diffraction, UV visible, IR spectroscopy, Raman spectroscopy, and neutron diffraction. Right? So, first we discuss about electromagnetic spectrum. What is electromagnetic spectrum? The scientist named Clerk Maxwell developed the electromagnetic theory. According to that theory, when an electric current is passing through the circuit, it emits electromagnetic radiation in the form of electric and magnetic field propagate in direction which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Right? So, and each radiation, that radiation has a travel with the speed of light. Right? So, the electromagnetic radiation travel with the speed of light. Right? We know this point. In 11th standard or 12th standard, we are learning this. And we represent it by speed of light as c. And the wavelength and frequency of that wavelength with this speed of light are related by relation c is equal to mu lambda. We can say this equation as equation 1. Right? So, from this equation you can write mu is equal to c by lambda. Right? Here lambda represent wavelength of radiation and mu represent frequency of radiation. Then what is the energy for that radiation? Then energy of radiation is written as E is equal to H nu. Right? And this nu C by lambda. Right? Energy, we measure energy in terms of ergs, joules or electron volt. But what are the relations between these three units? Right? If in microscopic scale we use electron volt as a unit of energy. Right? Then in terms of electron volt, this relation here you can see H is what? Planck's constant. Which has value 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. Right? So C has value which is speed of light, which is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That means if we multiply H into C, we will left with 1240 upon lambda, which is measured in nanometer, and this whole gives energy in electron volt. Right? That means if you know the wavelength of particular radiation, you can find the respective energy of that radiation. Right? What is wavelength? The invisible region, we see the blue color, red color, yellow colors. Each color has different wavelengths. If we put that value of wavelength in this equation in terms of nanometer, we will find their respective energy. And this 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Right? This is about energy of that radiation. Now, for different radiation or different wavelengths, we have different energies. And with these different energies, we observe the energy spectrum, which is called as electromagnetic spectrum. Right? So now, the electromagnetic spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum. The electromagnetic spectrum is divided as first column for frequency, which is measured in hertz. Next is for wavelength, which is measured in meter, and here it is represented by different regions. Right? In that regions there are gamma rays initially. Now let's see this image. In this image, if first is frequency, next is wavelength, and last one is for region. As you can see, the first region is for gamma rays, and it has frequency from 10 raised to 20 to 10 raised to 19 hertz, and with respect to their wavelength is 10 raised to minus 12 to 10 raised to minus 11 meter. This particular range of frequency and wavelength belongs to gamma ray region. And for that, next we observe that for X-rays, vacuum ultraviolet and ultraviolet visible, near infrared, far infrared and microwave with final radio frequency. For each these regions, we have different techniques which are developed to characterize the materials. Right? Now, let's move to the next point. With these different techniques, to understand this, we need to know some fundamental laws or relations to understand the different techniques. Right? In that, first we will discuss about Fermi-Dirac distribution. After that, we will go for Richardson Boltzmann's equation. Next, we will see about Child's linear law. All these laws are important. Important to understand the ejection of electron from metal surface. Right? So, in next lecture, we will discuss each relation in details. Thank you.